This is MNX9 with the thermal overload relay. Now we will learn how to connect this one and how to give a overload relay to MNX9 or any other contactor. So this is already I have given a wiring for this. So I'll explain this one. Now you can observe directly. I will come to the point. This is a phase input. This is a 230 volts phase input. This will go to switch. This wire will go to the switch. This is the input, phase input, and this is a looping for trip indication. This is a output for trip indication. This number is 98. This 98 is for trip indication positive, and neutral is common for everything. So, and 97 is trip indication. 97 is input for trip indication, and this is a 96. 94 I have leaved it. This is a dummy, and this is the input for trip indication and as well as this contactor output. So this is the contactor output positive and trip positive. So this is a single input for these two outputs. So, and this, if you find this yellow wire, this will go to the contactor positive side. See, this is the wire. This is the positive side, contactor positive I have given. So when the motor is overloaded or any overload is done, then this contactor will this will go to the trip. Then the power will turn off. And this is I have taken a loop for a motor on off indication 230 volts. So this is the neutral wire. I have given neutral wire directly to this MNX9. So, and this is the this is the trip output, trip indication output. This is the positive terminal. So there is a 3 terminals here. You can observe. I have fixed already it. 1, 2, 3. 3 terminals is there. I have given T1, T2, 3T directly, and 3 phase will come here, L1, L2, L3. This is the 3 phase input, and this is a 3 phase output. For this, from this output we have given, we are taking through overload relay. So this is the output now, RYB phase. So this will come to out. In this one there is a option like manual and this one auto and manual. Simply this auto, if you keep the auto, if any overload is happen, so this will automatically reset. We don't need to open the panel and everything and this button. If we keep it in manual, side, so if any overload is happen, motor will go to turn off, then we have to open this panel and everything. We have to press this button for normal position. But actually in this one, if we keep it in auto mode, so I will test. We will test now. This is the trip here. So I'm just tripping this for testing. See, it is automatically coming to normal position. So we don't have to press this button, red button, OR button, for normal position. This is automatically, it is coming to normal position. If we keep this one in manual means we have to come and we have to open the panel and everything. Now I am pressing this. See, now it is in trip. So we have to press this one. See, small sound is came. Again I am doing it. Now trip is happened. Then after trip is happening means these 2 terminals will come continuous supply. This will come to continuous, like it will act as NC. If you press this button only, then it will go to NO. Now it will not come to continuity. When the trip is happen, this power will go from here to here. When it is in normal position, it will cut off. It will go to here. See, So in manual I am doing it manually, opening everything, panel and everything. If we keep in auto, so it will, even if it trip also, directly it will reset automatically. So this is the overload purpose, and this is the wiring connection. You can observe it clearly. This is a wiring pin. This is the, this 96 pin is the single phase input, and 97 is the single phase input for trip output, and yellow is the contactor input. Contactor input I have given, and neutral wire is directly given to this terminal negative. So this is the contactor and overload relay. Thank you.